Good, y'all. I just got done watching this brand new interview with David Benavidez on the ring. Shout out to Max Kellerman, man. He has a really dope boxing show on the ring. If you guys haven't checked it out, go subscribe to the ring and check out this interview. So they interviewed the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, and Max Kellerman asked David if he can still make 168. What he was referring to was Turkey Al-Sheikh asking David Benavidez on Twitter if he can still make 168, signaling that he wants to make a mega fight between Terence Crawford and David the Mexican Monster Benavidez. David responded and said, let Terence Crawford live. He has no interest in making 168. He can make 168 if he really wanted to, but he has no interest in making 168 because he's moved on. He knows Canelo Alvarez is scared of him. That's the main guy that he wanted to fight for all the belts. So now he said that he's chasing Dimitri Bivol. He's chasing Artur Beterbiev. And he also is planning on eventually moving up the cruiserweight to challenge Gilberto Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? I was very surprised to hear that because this goes to show that David Benavidez, he pretty much has his career planned out right now, right? His main goals is this. His main goals is he's going after two guys. He's going to fight Anthony Yarde if he successfully gets past Anthony Yarde, because I believe that's going to be the toughest fight of David Benavidez's career. I've made a video about this before. You guys can check it out. I believe that David Benavidez has not properly moved up to lightweight by adding more muscle to his body, and because of that, he's going in there with guys that's the same size as him. It's not that he's going in the ring with guys that are bigger than him, because David Benavidez is like, what, 6'3", close to 6'4". He has long arms. He's a big dude, right? But he's not dominating people how he was dominating at 168, because when he was at the 168 weight class, everybody was smaller than him. So he was able to walk you down. He was able to, absorb your punches because he's the bigger guy. And he would pretty much just throw a shit ton of combinations, walk you down the whole fight, and pretty much outbox you and end up knocking you out. That's not the case at light heavyweight. You look at his fight against Gwozdyk and you look at his second fight against David Morrell. These are guys that are the same size as him that are punching hard, you know what I'm saying? And David Benavidez is filling those shots, and he's not just walking through dudes like he was in his former weight class, right? So I believe this upcoming fight against Anthony Yarde is going to be the biggest fight of his career, the toughest fight of his career. And I think that in the first 6 rounds, there's a possibility that anything can happen. Basically, Yarde can win by KO. David can win by KO. If David Benavidez can last 6 rounds, he'll most likely win the fight, right? Now, moving on. David Benavidez, bro, he's chasing Bivol. He wants to snatch those belts from Bivol. But most likely what's going to happen is if he gets past Anthony Yarde, he's probably going to fight Artur Beterbiev first. And then whoever wins between Beterbiev and David Benavidez, that guy's eventually going to fight Dimitri Bivol. So if David can beat those two guys, David Benavidez has pretty much confirmed that he's going to move up the cruiserweight, which is crazy. Like, he's going to move up the cruiserweight, and he already has his eyes set on a guy that he wants to fight at cruiserweight. Now, this guy that he mentioned, Gilberto Ramirez, he has a record of 30 wins by knockout, 18 wins by decision, and he only has 1 loss. That 1 loss is to Dimitri Bivol, right? Other than that, the guy's pretty much has a damn near flawless boxing record. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to David Benavidez. Listen, man, a lot of people think I'm a David Benavidez hater. David Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters. He's most definitely in my top 5. I would even say he's in my top 3. I just want David Benavidez to just work on his strength and conditioning, add muscle to his physique so he can win his fights in a more dominant fashion at light heavyweight. That's my only critique about David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why people think I hate on David Benavidez, bro. I'm a David Benavidez fan when it comes to the sport of boxing. I think the dude is a beast. I just think that he's not looking as dominant as he was at 168 that he is at light heavyweight. And the fact that he's already thinking about moving up the cruiserweight, I think that he's kind of, that just goes to show this guy's fearless, man. And you got to respect that. Anybody that's willing to get in the ring with anybody and make the best fights happen for the sport of boxing, I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to David Benavidez, man. So with that being said, man, this your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. This pretty much confirms we are not going to get a fight between Terence Crawford and David Benavidez. So to all of the Canelo fans out there that just want to see Terence lose, you know, you guys are going to have to keep crying about it because it's not going to happen. Terence Crawford is probably going to retire and sell off into the sunset. And what you should be pushing, y'all should be pushing Canelo to move up to light heavyweight and fight David and fight Dimitri Bivol. Get his lick back with Dimitri Bivol. That's the guy that beat him. So with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow your boy, leave a comment, share the video. I'm out.